This is WOLF, Wolf Radio, being broadcasted straight to you from the University of West Georgia in Carrollton.
Team 1. Brittyn.
Is everybody ready to play?
Yade.
Okay, so who wants to beat this boss for me?
Riley.
It's time to give the people what they came for.
Fight.
Dude, when you hit that high with that secret level on Let's Babysit Chrissy on Barbie.com, chef's kiss.
Look, the story can be amazing, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna like the game, okay?
And then I told them I come in two fonts. I'm either playing video games comfy cozy in my bed, or I'm getting banned on PC lobbies and having 12-year-olds swear at me.
KO. The Gaming Wolf wins.
Oh my goodness. Well, if it isn't the Gaming Wolf on Wolf Radio. Wow.
Crazy.
Crazy. Last episode of the semester, everybody. It's crazy. It's our last time here.
It's too soon. I'm not ready.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sure the stars will convene again someday. I think. Anyway, you're listening to the Gaming Wolf here on Wolf Radio. My name is Yade. I am your host for this evening. And to my right, I have
Riley.
And then to my left, I have
Brittyn.
Oh.
Just two very dry,
Are you sure?
affectless intros.
Not Brittyn, guys. Brittyn.
And to my right, I have
Oh, hi, I'm Yade. Hey. How life is, how life go.
How good go.
How good go.
Good
Wow.
life go.
This is what the people want to see.
I stressed.
Oh. Well, it is upcoming. Whoa. The end of the semester is upcoming, so how are we feeling?
I'm fine.
Okay.
You have to project strength.
Projects.
Okay.
Project strength.
Let's go.
Don't let them know your single weakness.
My
Wow.
single weakness.
Oh, don't let them know that you have more than one.
Oh, I have no weaknesses.
Excellent.
Huge.
Period. That's fantastic.
100 HP.
That's, depending on the game, not a lot, but you know what? 100 sounds good.
Level of execution points.
1 million? 1 million HP?
I don't know. Level of violence. Anyway,
We'll get into it later.
what are we talking about today, guys?
We're talking about you.
Oh God. Hey, yeah, this is my time, guys. It's my world, and we're living in it right now. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay, because you're about to live in a much cozier environment than we. Yo, 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 you're listening to Wolf Radio, the Gaming Wolf. Last episode of the semester. Woo, woo, woo.
Last one, baby.
Last one.
We're making it count too.
I know. Doesn't it feel good?
It does actually.
Well, you know what? When you look good, you feel good. When it fits good, you feel good. Now, you can rep your favorite college station with our brand new merch store powered by Osier Apparel. Visit thewolfewg.com and click About. I love repping my set, guys.
It's some good stuff too, honestly.
Genuinely, there is a lot of good stuff on their website.
I think they have sweatpants and I want them real bad.
Ooh, wait. I have to ask Will because I think they had a beanie, but I'm not sure.
I think we do have a
would
beanie.
be good.
Yeah, a beanie would be good. Maybe not in this weather, but a beanie would be good.
No, winter.
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 Yade, tell us what else is good.
Oh. Genres are good. Being able to cycle your interest out based on different aspects of media is good. That's what I do. I play a lot of things, guys.
Such as?
Oh, okay. Well, I personally, and I don't know if this will surprise anybody, but I got my start on fighting games.
Okay.
That is a little surprising, but understandable.
Yeah, like I was super into fighting games, whether that be like stuff I was watching at the time or just ye average like punchy.
Mm-hmm.
So like Smash Brothers?
A little bit less Nintendo and a little bit more, maybe a little bit more graphic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we talking Mortal Kombat graphic, or were you like Guilty
Oh.
Gear Strive, not Strive, but Guilty Gear, Street Fighter?
Straight Mortal Kombat.
Okay, straight Mortal Kombat.
What is that? Is that like first person shooter or what does that? Is that punchy?
Punchy.
Yeah.
One versus one?
One-on-one slugfest, dude.
Okay. Like 2D or like first person?
2D.
2D.
Okay.
It's like, do you know do you know that like quintessential looking arcade cabinet with like two sets of joysticks?
Yeah.
And the two people are fighting each other?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay.
It's like, that is like the quintessential fighting game. Other than like Street Fighter, I would say Mortal Kombat is the fighting game, you know?
Okay.
I would agree.
Okay.
I think that's kind of why I have a hard time sticking with different games. Like I know I've made the transition into the cozy environments and maybe like the story heavy stuff. But I think when you stick to something for so long, it's a little bit hard to venture out into new things. What's you guys' preferred genre?
Preferred? I mean, I'm kind of like you. I bounce around a lot. I think it's interesting that you bounce around so much when you come from fighting games, though, because typically in fighting games, you have your one game that you play. You know, there's Street Fighter players, there's Tekken players, there's Mortal Kombat players, there's Guilty Gear players. So it's interesting to hear, you know, that you managed to not like break the mold, I guess, but just, you know, break out of that kind of staying in the one game kind of mentality that I think is oftentimes associated with fighting games.
Yeah, y'all heard Riley say I broke the mold, right? Everybody heard that. Everybody heard Riley say, "Yade, you're really cool."
That's all you got out of that?
No, I'm just kidding. No, it was really difficult. I think mostly because I played games with my brother, and he would never offer me anything specific because he was like a child.
Mm-hmm.
So he would just play what I play, which made venturing out very difficult. And I think that's why I can appreciate having a lot of friends now, to where now all of the things that they introduce me to, I can introduce my brother to. And I think what I like about that is community. I think different genres offer different options, not just for yourself, but for like the people that you interact with. Yeah.
Wow, that was poignant.
Thank you. I do what I can.
I think the community is definitely a big part of it, and is why like I also started branching out into other genres, is just meeting people, taking suggestions, and actually following through on it is the easiest way to do it, you know? And so I really appreciate your perspective on that, because it's kind of my thing too, where realistically the most important thing when you're playing games is being with people and knowing people and sharing, you know? That's why multiplayer games are so big now, is because, you know, we're all sharing the experience, and what we connect over single player games through social media because we're sharing the experience. And so I think a lot of that, you know, community helps you branch out, because it's easier when you have a friend kind of thing.
Yeah. Talk about poignant. That's kind of where my brain goes. I think mostly because you grow and do so many things as an individual, but I think something that has really stuck with me is when I was a kid, if I was trapped in like a specific genre or something, it would be really hard to break out of it. So I think what stuck with me is probably the goal of learning new things. And I like to learn as much as I can about whatever it is that I do, because then the more I know, the more interesting it'll be. So that's probably what stuck with me, just as a concept in gaming. What about you, Brittyn? What do you like? What genres? Tell us.
I guess I mostly stick to the like cozy games a lot. I like ones that like you explore and you find new things, but nothing too difficult where I have to like grind to find like money or level up or big bosses. I make other people fight all my bosses, so shout out to Matthew, my brother-in-law, for doing that for me.
Shout out to Matthew.
Shout out Matthew. And Matthew and my sister Emmy were the ones that really got me back into gaming recently. They got me my Switch. They tell me all the games I should play. They support that. And yeah, but like now, you guys introduced me to Undertale, which was fun.
The word you used at the moment was not fun. Let me say that.
Yeah.
No.
The experience of sharing it with you and other people was more fun than the actual game.
Brittyn did not finish the game for anyone who's like in the know. Brittyn did not finish the game, but I do vividly remember the session ending and Brittyn saying that was weird.
Oh yeah. I think I attribute a lot of that to maybe some of Kamal's voice work.
Maybe, but also like the beginning character, she wants to basically kidnap a kid.
True.
You can't tell me that's not creepy.
It's absolutely creepy.
And then she's like, oh, you can't go there. If you want to go to the dangerous forest, you have to fight me. And so I said, bet, I'm going to kill you because you shouldn't have children.
Oh my god. Oh wow. Well,
And you did kill her.
you sure killed her. Mind you, the boss stops attacking Brittyn, and Brittyn's like, "Oh, this must be the game trying to let me win." And I'm just like, "Well, no,
Yes.
but okay."
Technically, yes.
In a way, yes.
If it didn't want to let me win, it shouldn't have stopped attacking me.
You know what? I'll shake your hand on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
I think you're right.
I feel like that moment is just so emblematic of what makes some gaming experiences so fun, because I've definitely played games with my friends where one of us loves it, the other one hates it, or groups are divided on it. But that's kind of where the fun is just acknowledging our differences of opinion and just laughing at XYZ. Because I think if you love a game or love anything, you are willing to say, oh, yeah, that's kind of silly. It's kind of silly how Toriel wants to kidnap the child at the beginning of Undertale. I think it's easy to say that no matter what.
Yeah, the whole prove yourself thing is like, okay, girl. But hey, I mean, when you think about it, what draws people in, aside from the weirdness of characters, is music. Ugh. Nah. Not this one either. I'm really not trying to traumatize anybody. This is a little goofy. Alright, now this is more my style. But there's no wrong way to enjoy the soundtrack of gaming. The soundtrack
Of gaming.
of gaming.
Yeah, we're on such a good game to kick off the segment, honestly.
Oh yeah. I think, and that's what excites me about the prospect of either you continuing or you letting me show you the soundtrack,
Okay.
because I feel like you'll appreciate the music.
I do enjoy a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Pretty unilaterally, Undertale reviews are like, good music.
Good music.
Good music.
That sounds about right.
Creepy goat lady.
Toriel is catching so much slander on this episode of The Gaming Wolf, everybody. Like, it's crazy.
Finally.
Finally, someone who hates the goat woman
Taking
as much
that
as I
goat
do.
down a peg.
Let's take her down. I think when it comes to music that's stuck with me the most, and really music that's let me bond with a lot of people, I think Undertale definitely seals it. Deltarune also, but people don't know that one as much because they're like, oh, Undertale 2, I'll wait till everything's out. And that's a fair point. So people don't know a lot about Deltarune's music, but I think you can definitely recognize the Undertale soundtrack.
I think I'm really curious for when I play Deltarune because I want to believe and assume that that game carries so many of the musical motifs that Undertale had into it, and I think that'd be super cool to see it as someone who's a fan of Undertale. But yeah, I'm in it's Undertale 2 syndrome. I'm waiting for it all to come out, so it'll be a bit. But I am very excited to hear that game's music. Maybe I'll go look it up now, after the episode or something. But
Yeah.
I definitely think it's really cool, just as someone who's played both, to hear all of the motifs and just how, even in a game so different, the music is still just wrapped around the story of the world, which I think that's why Undertale captured my heart so much and let me explore so much more in terms of how music interacts with games. It's just, you have character, you have story, you have progression, you have all of that, and it's all mirrored in all of the music that plays.
Mhm.
And it's not all one thing. Like, it's not all serious, it's not all fun. It's a balance of both, and that's why I like Undertale, because you get to choose all of that. You get to choose if the music plays or not, depending on what you do. Truly, it's an experience.
What's also crazy about Undertale to me is how much music is packed into that game. Like there's like 100 songs,
Ooh.
and the game's what'd you call it, 6-hour game maybe?
Yeah, it's about a 6-hour game.
It's a huge soundtrack for, again, such a short experience, and I think that's what also is so cool about Undertale is that the music changes depending on what you do. It plays whether or not you do, and all of that leads to a soundtrack that in whole has so many different feelings and emotions wrapped up in it that anytime I'm feeling some type of way, it's like, oh, this is a song I can listen to,
Oh, yeah.
I know that Undertale has multiple different endings. Does the music change based on which ending you're headed towards, or is it just based on which scene you're in?
In some areas, yeah. And granted, the scene you're in also depends on what path you're heading down as well. So it's a little bit of both,
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a fun balance. I think that's what's cool about it. Well, aside from all the other things I've said are cool about it, it's just a varied experience, and it shows you the way to so many other things that aren't even related to Undertale. I think just the concept of music in video games actually mattering has introduced me to so many different genres of games, because now I look for a vibe as opposed to like, oh, what is it that I can do? Like, now how the game carries itself is also really important to me when I'm choosing one, as opposed to, oh, well, I can hit people in this one, or oh, the characters look fun. I think music is just such a balancing force in everything, especially something like this, because you have to sit down and really like put your time into it. So yeah, like, it's let me open my brain to like Persona and yeah, everybody laugh right now, do it.
Haha.
Haha.
But no, yeah, it's introduced me to so many different games and people. When I tell you the Undertale soundtrack is a unifying force, Riley can attest to this.
Weird kids everywhere.
Weird kids
Unite.
everywhere. Oh my gosh.
I think it was too loud, too many voices when I was playing, so next time I will have to pay
That's-
attention.
Also, truthfully, the Ruins music, kind of the worst part of the game from a soundtrack angle.
Yeah, I has to agree.
Fallen Down is good. I like Fallen Down. I like Undertale, but like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't click for me like some of the other stuff does. But maybe I just haven't listened to Ruins music enough.
So I haven't reached the peak.
Not yet, no.
Okay,
At least in terms of music, no.
good to know.
Oh yeah, peak especially in terms of area music, you have not reached peak yet.
Okay.
You have not, but it's okay. It's okay,
It's okay.
because all of these songs and all this music is gonna help you enjoy games a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
very
what's
true.
important.
I definitely think because of Undertale's spread of genre and energy and tone, all the different parts of its music, I think it is very, like you said, it's exposure in a way where you get to hear so many different types of music, so many different tones in the setting of a game that after a while you just kind of inherently understand what it is, And so I think that's something really important with Undertale is, or the music at least, is that it gets you ready to play other types of games. You after Undertale, you don't flinch when you play Cuphead and it's all jazz in that game, you know.
Oh yeah.
Jazz.
Well, hey, I mean, speaking of different genres, I'm sure we can play something that you haven't heard yet. Wow. Are you done?
No.
Well, I'm not done either. Because Wolf Radio and Wolf Sports Network are proud to help reduce the 21% of adults with low literacy skills. We are collecting new and gently used books for every UWG pre-K student monthly. Give today by visiting thewolfuwg.com/book drive. That's thewolfuwg.com/book drive.
Let the kids read.
Let them read.
Let them have books.
Yeah, that's how we have Yade.
Let them eat books.
Let them eat books. That's so awful. I would never say that.
What?
Sorry, I'll show you later.
Okay.
No, but it's true.
Nobody in the room knows what Yade is referencing. For those of you at home,
Hey. So I don't think they needed a clarification on
if
that.
you're in
one.
the YouTube chat right now, you should tell us what that means. What that's a reference to.
If you're in the YouTube chat, make sure to comment on the Wolf UWG on Instagram what it is that Yade is talking about.
What is Yade blabbering about?
What are you talking about, man? But yeah, no, it's true. Without books, we would not have Yade as they are today.
So true.
That's
So
true.
true. Because I wouldn't have picked up anything. And
I wouldn't have gone to college.
Yeah, I'd be illiterate.
You wouldn't have your major.
It's true.
This is true.
It's true.
It's true. My love of games with heavy stories and good writing could only be accomplished through literature and books.
This is
That's
true.
true.
Reading comprehension.
Reading
Or
comprehension.
could they have been learned through video games?
Definitely think
Pokemon teaches typing. Anyone?
Bro. Let's talk about it for a second. Because I have to be really silly because I didn't know until I was aged 20, count it, age 20, that the reason that excuse me, the reason that grass types are weak to bug is because bugs eat grass.
So true.
I did not quantify that in my brain for some reason. All of the other ones I could understand. Like you can melt fire, you can put out fire with water. All of that made sense to me. But bugs eating grass apparently just did not click in my little brain.
When I was a really young child, flying being weak to rock didn't register, and then I learned what figurative language is.
Wait,
I learned what an
What?
idiom is.
so sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, two birds, one stone.
Got it.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. That is actually really hilarious.
When I was
to me.
7, I was just like, if I throw a rock at a bird, it's not going to do anything.
That is so real.
Are there chicken and road types in Pokemon?
Unfortunately, not. I'm sorry to break the news to you. There are not chicken and road types in Pokemon, although it should take some notes.
There should be a chicken Pokemon that's a flying type, and then a
Road.
car Pokemon that is both steel and rock because it produces the road that it walks on.
Yes.
And then it just hits the chicken Pokemon, and then the chicken crossed the road. Amen.
Hello, Nintendo. I have
Hello?
an idea for you.
Okay, but let's talk about it because the car making its own road was that's a cool idea.
That was
I
cool.
like that.
I
They
liked
just-
it.
Steamroller car almost.
Yeah, almost
Yeah.
like.
What if it's like, those big track trailer, those big like construction vehicles
Are you evil?
that have the tracks that go on a circle, and so it's just the same track over and over again,
Yeah,
but that's road.
that's perfect. That's like the perfect description. But now I'm thinking, because of how you said it, I'm thinking of like a truck Pokemon hitting a chicken Pokemon.
I mean, there's a chicken Pokemon already, right?
This is true.
There's got to be.
Yeah, Combuskin, Torchic,
Yeah.
Blaziken.
Oh, yeah, we're just going to steamroll Combuskin.
Let's do it. But like, it
Bye.
can't be Blaziken. It has to be Combuskin.
And then there's a part of the game that is the other side.
and we cross the road to get to the other side, of
Ooh,
course.
yeah, you have to use the car Pokemon to beat the chicken Pokemon to get there.
Yeah.
I'm seeing cinema unfold in front of me.
Unfolds before
This
our
is a better
very eyes.
Pokemon story than any game has ever produced.
Hey, winds and waves, take notes. All we need is chicken and road.
I realized I'm gonna backtrack for a second because I referenced Pokemon Teaches Typing. That's not a game. I was mashing two educational typing games together, and I just need that to be known. It is Pokemon Typing Adventure and Mario Teaches Typing.
Whoa.
They want you to
Oh.
learn how to type.
You should learn how to type. Okay, literally, this is gaming related somehow. Wait, yes it is. Yes it is, because your versatility with a keyboard is entirely dependent on how well you can type. Because if you need to do WASD and you're using your pointer finger and your thumb, you're doing it wrong.
Wrong.
Not for us, but for your comfort in gaming. Your comfort is entirely dependent on the fact that you can type. It's true. It's true. Because when you think about... Yes. Because, okay, if you go to typing.com right now, they're going to tell you that the WASD keys should have specific fingers on them, meaning either the ring finger or the middle finger. Welcome to Yade Teaches Typing on the Gaming Wolf.
I thought you're supposed to put your fingers in the middle row.
Yeah, like an even spread.
Well, I guess ASD is the middle row, but W is not.
Well, yeah. I mean more so like when you're like actually doing the shifting of fingers. Like you keep it firmly placed in a way where you can get to like you can kind of move and get to everything, but the specific fingers you're gonna need for those 4 keys are going to be like either your middle, your finger, or if you can
Pinky.
Yeah, pinky finger.
Pinky.
And that was the conclusion of Yade Teaches Typing. But you know what? We're not done teaching you yet.
Hey, Brittyn, what do you know about games?
I have a Switch.
Oh.
If you're tired of people asking you this question all the time, then you're exactly where you need to be. Because today, we're going to learn how to get into...
Game.
Game.
We already taught you how to type, but we're not... What more do you need, honestly?
We're not done yet, bro.
We should be done.
In theory, but there's just so much... and that's the good thing about having versatility in what you do, because I play so many games now. I don't know if it's pickiness, but any type of controller that I use, I have to make sure that it's for the appropriate console, and this will make sense in a second. Like it can't, if I'm playing on my PC, like if I'm playing on a controller, I can't use like a Switch Pro controller. That doesn't feel right to me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have to use my PlayStation controller.
On PC.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm following less.
Okay. So when it comes to the Pro controller, and Bert is going to fight me for saying this, I think it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to use.
Wow.
I think when you play something, you have to make sure that you are comfortable enough to where no matter how it is that you have to play it, that you're able to play it. And that doesn't mean go out and get a whole bunch of hardware that like you'll forget about in like 5 minutes. Don't get like 800 controllers, especially because controllers are expensive.
Yeah.
When we talk
They
about
are.
getting into games, we want to make sure that you are as financially comfortable as possible. So stick with what you know. Find out what's comfortable for you. I think one of the biggest things that's helped me get further into games is my level of comfort.
Yeah.
Not just with what I'm playing, but how I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I normally we talk about maybe a specific kind of game, but since there's just so much, the title of our episode today is Girl, How Do You Like So Many Things? And if I tried to tell you a specific game, we'd be here for hours. So I'll just tell you how I play comfortably. That's what I'll do. And let me tell you, I can't play video games on my bed.
Why
Really?
not?
Yeah, unless it's like a specifically cozy game, I want to go do something else. Not not play something else, but I just can't. Like I'll try to fall asleep. And maybe it's just I like my bed too much, but hey. I think when you're getting into something for the very first time, you should do it in a way where you're actually going to pay attention to it. Because then that's making the most out of your time and your money.
I think that's fair. To me, there are categories of bed games.
Mm-hmm.
There are games that aren't super like intensive or story heavy. I don't feel like I'm going to miss out on anything by playing them in bed and relaxing more. But there are games where I do want to set aside the time to experience them more thoroughly, put more of my time and energy into them. I think a good example is something like a JRPG that has like a big story kind of thing. Persona, Expedition 33 comes to mind just because I played that recently. But I think there are games that are bed games and that there are desk games, for lack of a better word, or TV games. There are couch
TV
games.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Couch games are super important to me because those are all local multiplayer because, you know, more than one person can sit at the couch. And so I think there's just different... I like that there's different settings for games. So I agree with you to an extent actually, but I do on the whole like playing games in my bed personally.
Yeah, I think maybe what I was looking for was more so along the lines of what you said. Like there's categories. And I think also I'm a notorious fall asleep in my bed at all times kind of person, which is weird cuz Brittyn asked me to take naps all the time and I never can. But just talking about categories, there's something about focusing on a game that I really enjoy and something about playing one on my bed. It scares me just because I know myself. So you got to know yourself when you're playing stuff. If you're like Riley and you're able to like put it in like more specific categories, that's good. If you're like me, seek help immediately.
I'm a chronic categorizer.
That's boots.
I have controller and keyboard games. Like I think there are better games to play on keyboard and games that benefit more from controller.
Oh yeah.
Also, circling back to controllers, there are still good cheap controllers out there. 8-Bit Do 2C is a really good one. It's like $30. It's really good. That's your extra tip for controllers.
Oh yeah.
But for me, there's just genres that I like playing on keyboard and mouse more, and there's sometimes where I like controllers more. And so I think that's a big part of the appeal of, how you can modify your gaming experience,
Yeah, because and like we teach you about getting into it, and the biggest part about getting into something is enjoying it, and you can't enjoy it if you're not able to enjoy it comfortably. So find out what you like. That's your final piece of homework from how to get into games is figure out what makes your gaming experience enjoyable. Well, we know that we're about to make your listening experience a little bit more enjoyable.
like 'em, you love 'em. It's the Gaming Wolf with our last episode.
It's our last segment.
Whoa, truly,
It's our
it is.
last time to talk.
So let's talk. In a recent survey, are you ready?
Ready?
Almost 53% of full-time college students ages 18 to 22 drank alcohol in the past month. Can you believe it? I can't.
I cannot.
That is why Dream City Brewing Company, Wolf Sports Network, and Wolf Radio's Drink Responsibly campaign is here to remind you there is no drinking under the age of 21.
No.
Never drink and drive, even if it's one alcoholic drink, and add food and water when you drink so you don't end up texting your ex, which means know your limits.
Huge.
Do not text your ex.
If you're under
any
21,
circumstance.
stick to chocolate milk.
Yeah, if you're over 21, also stick to chocolate milk. It's where it's at. Make sure to drink responsibly. Yeah,
Yeah.
love chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
Love me some Chucky milk.
And we have to open the question up to Yade now. What do you love in gaming? Because it's still your episode. Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you. I love development. I love character. I love allegories. I love storytelling. That's why so many of my favorite games are so story heavy. That is why I like games like Celeste and Persona. How many times have we mentioned Persona this episode? I might have a problem.
Not as much as I think we would have.
3.
That's too many. Let's talk about Celeste.
Yeah, what is Celeste?
So Celeste is like this
Do you want me to
So-
go for it?
Riley's so good at descriptions. I'm trying to match the energy. So it's a platformer. It's about this girl who's climbing a mountain, and there's clearly a lot going on inside of her head.
Oh.
She's battling some inner turmoils. She's meeting new people along the way, and it's one of the hardest games I've ever played in my whole life.
What makes it hard?
The platforming is really fun, but really hard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's sick, dude.
It's like actually really crazy. But there's so many elements of just the staging and the characterization that go along with the journey, like the personal journey, not just the physical one. Because, I mean, climbing a mountain is arguably one of the most arduous things a human being can do.
Yeah.
But
So it's like a metaphor, like she's climbing a mountain and also climbing her inner turmoil.
Yeah, basically, as Madeline is climbing the mountain, like a shadowy version of herself, oftentimes gets in the way, messes things up, chases her, and representative of her anxiety as a person, which is where a lot of the other people on the mountain come into play. There's an older woman that helps guide Madeline up the early parts of the mountain. Throughout the game, she meets Theodore, who oftentimes helps Madeline center herself and, to figure things out as this mountain goes up. And at the end of the game, the final level is Madeline merging with her shadowy self, gaining new power to ascend to the very peak of the mountain.
I like that.
yeah. And also the music is amazing.
Of course.
Fantastic. Sorry. I
Of
know.
course.
God, I have really been influenced by all the musical people in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's true. There are so many things that go into Madeline's journey that I just think are super astounding. And even if you can't personally make your way up the mountain, like I couldn't, I'm coming back to it, I promise. But if you had to finish it like I did and just watch it, it's still just a really good experience to have. And I think I owe a lot of what I enjoy from these games to just 2015 and its formativeness. But there's a lot that goes into games like that I think is really enjoyable just as personal development. I think seeing someone go through something or seeing someone experience something is a really good way to get yourself ready to do the same thing.
Yeah, and with Celeste in particular, like, not only is it an anxiety allegory, however, in the extra level that got released later, Ascension, it was revealed that Madeline was transgender. And so suddenly the game also becomes this allegory for gender and understanding yourself in that way, because the creator ended up being transgender. She transitioned during the game's launch and release of the Ascension extra level. Yeah.
Low-key, how cool is that, though? To, like, match your character's journey, but in a way that's true to yourself.
It's super cool.
That's super cool.
I know. So we're crossing that off I'm going to get Brittyn to
talk to about list. Yeah. Speaking of which, I know this is my quote unquote episode, but I want to know if you were to recommend 2 games to our audience, what would they be?
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay. I would recommend Spiritfarer because it's a really easy platformer, but really the main focus is the storyline and meeting all these characters and helping them along their own journey while also discovering the main character that you play, their journey. And I think it's just beautiful. It has a very, I don't know, just a very beautiful way of telling new stories and discovering like new family in there and helping people move on. And it's pretty. I like it. I would recommend it to everyone. And then my second game would be Hollow Knight because it's a more difficult platformer, but you get to kill things. Good music.
We love music.
There's someone who wrongs you and then you get to beat them up later.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so those are my 2.
Excellent. Riley.
I'm gonna run Ultimate Chicken Horse, which I haven't talked about a lot, but this is probably the best party game I've ever played. Super fun to play with your pals. Mods are really good for it. And then I think second game I'll go something single player. Nier Automata has one of the craziest story structures I've ever seen, but it works out so well. Hate to keep banging the nail in, but great music in that game. But such a cool storyline, such a cool way it's presented, and I think it has genuine things to say. Plus, the hack and slash gameplay, it's done by Platinum Games, and they know how to make a hack and slash, dude. It's really good. It's really fun.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Yade,
Oh,
what are
Yay.
give us 2?
Yeah.
okay. Well, we've already talked about Undertale a lot, so I won't do that one. But I think if we're gonna keep on the same train, I think you should play Deltarune, ladies, gents, and folks at home.
The direct follow-up to
But-
Undertale?
The direct follow-up. And I think what's good about that is it's got its own message to tell, and we know me, I'm really big on messaging. So if you can gain something out of playing a game, I definitely think you should take the chance and do it. And I think it's just overall a great experience. The music, beat its dead horse, is amazing, and you should give it a shot. And then probably my second one, I would say Celeste. I feel even though if you can't get through the actual gameplay of it, just the journey itself, just the ideas that go on during the game are just very developmental, and it just helps you think. I think if you can think a lot about what it is that you're doing, you can think a lot about yourself. And I feel as fun as games can be, I think they're also a chance at introspection. They're a chance to where if you're doing something by yourself, you don't necessarily like shut down. You're able to really take a look and see what makes you tick. I think that makes it fun.
And you can climb that mountain.
You can
Trust
climb
me,
that
it's hard,
mountain.
but the checkpoints are super like everywhere, so it's not that big if you lose. You know, it's fine.
It's true. I play the game like 3 levels a year, so you know
Nice.
we're up there.
Well, there's 9 levels, I think, so you're getting there.
Yeah, I'm almost there, guys.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No,
No.
Yeah,
No.
it's that time, folks.
it is that time.
E-
It is the end of Gaming Wolf Season 5. Everybody cry right now. Wah.
Cry.
Cry. But it's okay. I'm sure, like I said, the stars will align somehow, and something similar of some similar vein will happen someday.
One day.
One day. You haven't heard The Last of Us, though.
But
No.
for now, you have though.
But like for now,
Yeah,
you have.
For this semester.
For this semester.
You've definitely heard The Last of Us for now, but that's to be expected.
Well, yeah. But as we go on, don't forget to save. Take what you've learned, apply it, have fun, meet new people, enjoy your life.
As Kamek said in Mario Party Advance, keep on gaming, but never become arrogant.
Never.
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 All right. My name is Yade,
My name is Brittyn.
My name's Riley.
and this has been The Gaming Wolf.